I know you've talked to Nick Fuentes. I listen to more of his stuff now that my eyes have gotten open to this.
Sure.
Like, what are your thoughts on him and Candace Owens kind of getting banned by Turning Point and the Daily Wire and stuff like that? Like, do you think the Daily Wire and Turning Point
Well,
are
they're
really
scared of
saying the
discourse.
truth, or
They're scared of discourse. The reality is simply this. Support of Israel is an indefensible position. I was streaming the other day, and I showed a clip from President Nixon where he was asked in an interview back in the 90s, in 1992, hey, why do we support Israel? In your book, you admitted that there's not really much strategic value in supporting Israel, and he basically said for moral reasons, right? And I was like, oh, moral reasons? You mean more like blackmail and the fact that they own our politicians? But that's kind of what it comes down to. There is no strategic benefit to supporting Israel. So people like Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, et cetera, these hardcore Zionists, they don't want to have that discussion because it's really an indefensible position. There's no reason why we support Israel the way that we do. They've created more problems for us than good. I think anyone with eyes can see that. The Iraq War, all of our wars in the Middle East in general, it's been because of Israel. That's why those guys were dancing, because they knew when those towers were on fire that we were going to go ahead and take out all their adversaries in the Middle East. And if you look at it now, you look back at the clean break memo that was written back in the 90s by Jewish neocons who were U.S. citizens for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, all those countries that were mentioned in the clean break memo, we've either destabilized or paid off, right? Jordan and Egypt are cucked. We pay them a lot of money to play nice with Israel. Other countries, we've toppled their governments or done some type of operation or coup. And all that's left now is Iran. And that's who we're currently negotiating with now. And I think we're in a very sensitive time where if we don't negotiate these, if we don't go through this properly, we can find ourselves in a World War III. And we're going to win, obviously. Iran can't stand up to us, but it's going to be very costly and very painful for us economically, right? Iran is in a very strategic position where they can really hurt us economically, whether it's their missile system, which is very advanced, their air defense, which is very advanced, their drone program. They absolutely have, all of our allies, Saudi Arabia, UAE, et cetera. They can destroy their oil fields and their strategic points. We could see gas prices go up to like $11 if we go to war. Just off of that alone, they'd shut down the Strait of Hormuz. So there's some really serious consequences of us going to war with Iran. But that's what Israel wants. They want us to go in there and, knock out their nuclear capabilities.